Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NMBA. Today's matchup features Grove Gorillas taking on the Pensacola Panthers in Game 1 of the 2025 season. Now let's take a look at their starting lineup. We will now head to the floor for an interview with Josh Heller and Nick Lenza on their upcoming matchup.
It's opening day. How are we feeling?
Still happy.
What are you looking to improve on from last season to this season?
A lot, to be honest. Everything.
Explain.
I wasn't the greatest shooter.
Okay. What numbers will we be seeing from three-point range this year?
70%.
70%. You know that's 7 makes out of 10.
Well, you don't get to win games by making like 2 or 3 out of 10, so you got to make 7.
Okay. What teammates are you looking forward to playing with this year?
Frank, to be honest with you. Everybody else, like, honestly, I don't care. They can put 2 snowmen out there, but we're winning every game.
Thank you. What's going on, Nick?
Hi.
Welcome to opening day. How are we feeling?
Pretty splendid. Pretty splendid. Very splendid.
Splendid.
I'm very excited for this game.
What are you looking forward to playing with your new teammates this year?
I'm looking forward to playing with Josh, Frank, Angelo.
People not on your team, I'm right here.
Yeah. I like the rivalry. Rival?
Rival.
Rival.
Yes.
Yes. You have something in your hair.
How many points are we looking for today? Last question.
37.
37. You heard it here first, fellas. Once again, this is Aaron Golston in the booth and my guy.
And here we go. Already a turnover by Angelo's team.
And Nick.
2 points already by Nick Lenza.
Look at Nick getting hype, man.
Steal.
Oh, yeah.
Josh is probably going to pull out some wild Michael
Looks
Jordan
like another
shot.
turnover.
And already, Angelo
Look at
is
Nick.
fumbling this ball.
Steal.
Josh with the steal. And just a wild shot that he's never going to make ever again. Tia with a solid rebound.
Nick feeling himself from deep. Oh,
I guess he ain't
Bored
feeling
by
himself
Mason.
too much.
Mason surveys. Picks the ball up. Great pass and a great cut.
Angelo
And
fumbles
another
the
missed layup. Kick
Josh
out.
for 3.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll keep shooting those. He won't make them, but he'll keep shooting them.
You know, he told me in the pregame that he's trying to get his three-point percentage up. He said 70%. 0 for 1 so far. Over the Lenza. Over to Jackie. Steal
Steal by
Angelo.
Now, they call him Run and Dunk Man for a reason. Right?
Mason. No good.
They call Angelo Run and Dunk Man for a reason. You know why, Aaron?
Why?
Because all he does is run and dunk. But he made it clear that he wants to change that today.
Nick from 3. Uses the glass.
Now,
What is that celebration? I like that celebration. I might use that.
I don't know about you, Aaron, but we're calling bank on that.
No, he definitely didn't know he was using the glass.
All right, yeah.
He's definitely not the coordinated person. Angelo would drive and 2. First of the year.
Bring it back to Run and Dunk Man. He said that's his nickname, but he wants to be Run and Assist Man today.
Assist man.
He makes it clear that he doesn't have to score for his team to win.
Okay, we'll see about that. You know, this is my first time in the booth, and this is not an easy task. Mason breaks Nick's ankles.
Too bad. He spoke about using the box. He spoke about using the box in the pregame warm-up. Misses the first box.
You know, that's a good
comparison by the known NBA non-knower, Frank Falcone.
over to Jackie. A 2. And it rolls in. Lucky bounce.
Lucky bounce. She's not going to get much more of those. You got to make those. Lenza clearly confused on where he is.
The kick to Nick. Lenza for 3.
Wild 3.
You know, maybe he does like to use the backboard because it seems like on every shot he takes, it hits the backboard.
I don't know about you, but that looks like the self-pass to me.
Great take. Can't get it to go. Mason with a board.
Mason with a board. First, I think his
Over to
first of the
Josh.
night.
It was actually
Now-
his second, I believe. If I'm not mistaken.
Now, watch here, because I have a feeling we're going to see a wild shot from Josh coming up.
Over to Mason. Rips. Uses the glass. He was talking about it in the pregame. It's your friend. Nick slaps Mason on the ass.
Out of bounds by Nick Lenza. Dumb play.
And a retarded
really,
play.
Really bad. Man,
The Union guy goes out of bounds.
This kid was taken with the 4th pick, and he's running out of bounds by himself. The wonder when Frank and Nick are coming in.
Yeah, I think they're kind of happy over there. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Over to Angelo. Great
Solid
take. Great take. Beautiful
Give
finish.
Give him a little bit of space, and he's taking that all the way to the lane.
4 points on the even now for the dunk man. Nick, what a great cut. Kick. Over to Jackie. Corner. Over to Nick. Will he shoot it? Surveys. Drives. Layup.
Nice move.
Gets it to fall with 5 bounces. Looking like Halliburton out there.
This team's scary. You give Nick the lane, he's going to make it. If
Yeah,
not,
man.
You have 2 3-pointers.
You got a union guy like that, he gets through the construction pretty easily.
Oh, yeah, he's got tough hands, too. You know he's not going to be easy to take down. Josh with a wild layup. No one's making that.
0 for 2 on the day. Said he was looking for 70%. Mason with a steal.
Careless pass by Jackie.
Pull it. No, he doesn't pull it. Over to Angel. Back to Mason.
Mason is wide open.
Back to Josh. Nick with a steal.
Weak
Comes out of
pass.
nowhere.
This is just a defensive game.
Nick,
Probably because they can't
great
make
pass.
the shot.
Over to Jackie for 3. Top of the key. No good.
Grabs her own rebound. Tia with the shot.
Tia, no
Wide.
good. Over to Angelo.
I mean, was she aiming for the basket?
Angelo for 3. It's good. 7 on the day for Angelo. Looking to get assist? No. He's a bucket getter. That's what he does.
Now, I don't know about you, but this is definitely going to look like a low-scoring game.
Low scoring game for sure.
With no subs.
Great ball
these three-
movement.
With no subs, these 3 are definitely going to be tired at the end of this. Jackie, another
And
brick.
great board tap out from Nick. Over to Tia. Over to Nick. Top of the key. 3 is coming. 100% backboard. And it's good. Nick is on fire.
Backboard.
We got a sub here. We got Frank.
Frank in for Mason, you know. Mason's a very solid guy. He's
Josh.
gonna give you a lot of quality
Scared
time.
to shoot it. Over to Angelo. No good. Tia with a board.
You know, if you watch Frank's game, I think you could agree with me. He's just here for fun. Look at him running around.
I
No
mean-
hands up, no shuffle.
Nope.
He's kind of just watching. You
Yeah.
know? But as a fellow, as a Tennessee native, a man that really, really, really makes it known he goes to Tennessee, he's playing not bad defense. He's a
Wild shot from Nick there. You know, I don't. Oh, that's definitely a
good-
foul.
Now that's got to be a travel.
It was either a foul, jump ball, or a travel.
Angelo with a nice 2.
Wants a screen. Picks
Why
his
would he
dribble
pick
up.
it up?
Uses the screw. Look at the play.
What a
Look at the
play.
play. Left hand, no good. Nick gets another rebound. And it's good. 10 points on the evening for Nick.
This team is
Ball movement, their play call. I don't know what that was, but Nick was tapping his hip. And it looked like it was a slice screen from the back. Can Nick stay hot from deep? No.
You know, you can't make all of them, but that
And
one
another
definitely was
rebound.
not going in.
And Nick looking to
Just
stay hot.
lazy
And he
Lazy defense by Giannis Antetokounmpo over there. Mason calling for a carry, but I think it was a pretty clean layup.
Angelo picks the ball up. They look gassed. I'm not gonna lie.
Josh is gonna pull this.
Says 70%, goes down to still 0%. 0 for
Hasn't
3
made one.
now. Wow, they're gassed out there. I'm not sure if this is a timeout or if what's going on.
Wow, self pass by Nick, but we're gonna let it slide.
Does that count? That is actually not a travel in the rule book.
That's a self pass.
You're allowed to airball a shot as long as it's a shot attempt and get it. An airball,
Are you sure?
I am positive. You're allowed to get your own rebound.
Angelo with a deep.
And it's
Now
good.
He's hitting that. 1 minute warning.
That might look like a travel and Nick
Wow.
rolls his ankle.
Oh, he might be. Hurt.
No.
He might be. Hurt.
No.
Hopefully, this isn't a
No.
season-ending injury for Nick Lenza.
No.
Oh, we took an injury timeout. Nick Lenza is down and injured.
Sprained ankle, it
We
looks
don't
like.
know the severity on it, but he has not stood up yet and put weight on it. Is not looking good for the Pensacola Panthers. If Jacob does not show up to these games, this team might be done, and worse. If not, dare I say, than the old Block Honors.
I just want to point out, as someone who has played against this team, the amount of offense that Lenza does bring to this game. I mean, Jackie is not the one that is going to step up to lead this offense in this game.
Definitely not.
My number 1 pick isn't here. My number 2 pick is hurt. We're fucked. That's it.
You know, we're hoping maybe you could throw some tape on there, and
He'll be
he'll
back.
be good.
Over to Josh. And we resume play.
45 seconds left in the first half.
Great
Wild
pass.
pass, but Angelo is athletic. He can grab these passes by Josh. Frank with just a brick
Uh-oh.
wall screen.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, and he goes up and
man.
down.
What a play by
Oh my
Frank.
God.
30 seconds left. Man, I'm really rooting for this kid, but it is bad.
That was really bad. That was an up and down and a leaning fader off the glass.
20 seconds left. Tia has the ball. She dribbles in. She's getting this layup. That's all her.
Oh,
And she bricks it. I mean, it's just brick after brick after brick right now.
Angelo
Angelo's
for
gonna shoot
3.
this. 10 seconds.
that would have been a big shot.
Frank
Another
with the
board.
board.
Here we go.
Here
And it's
we go,
good.
Frank.
2 points on the evening.
Frank scores, boosting his career high. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And the half. And it's
Man.
no good.
Heading into halftime, the game is all tied up at 18. Stick around for the halftime show presented by Second Take.
Welcome to the NMBA Halftime Show, hosted by Second Take. Today we have Mason, Josh, Angelo, and I'm Frank. So, Mason, let me ask you a question. How do you feel about the offensive struggles for both teams in the first half?
I mean, this is the 2025 NMBA season debut. It's an exciting time, but it also is a tough time. We're seeing new offenses, new struggles with the halftime. We're seeing a lot of new things go on, and it's going to take some time to get accustomed to all that, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, and the NMBA will continue to shine through.
I just want to make it known that during the first half, Lenza did sustain a pretty serious injury, and us here at Second Take, we are sending him our best prayers and wishes that he regains his health, and hopefully he'll be able to rejoin us before the All-Star break. So, yeah.
I would like to say I'm really disappointed by Josh Heller. I mean, he talked a big talk going to the season. He's a captain this season, and I mean he's had a terrible half.
Fun fact, he actually called me before the game, and he said, I'm dropping 70 today.
Ooh.
You're on notice. I was like, okay, bro, you're not
bold.
dropping
70 points.
That's
What is
70.
Does he have 2 points?
That's
I don't
bold
know.
for
He has
Josh
2.
Heller.
Does he have 0?
I think he has 0.
Yeah, he hasn't even scored yet.
You're
this
getting
game.
outscored by Frank Falcone and Josh
Yeah,
Heller. So
which,
if you're
by the
watching
way,
this, you're full of shit.
And I want to just go back to, because I have a source very close to Josh Heller. He really felt confident. He thought that he was going to come in here and just dominate the women because as a character, he's very respectful of the woman. So he thought that they would treat him the way that they
You treat
Yeah.
the golden rule.
Yeah,
Golden
the golden
rule. Everyone
rules.
knows the golden
So-
rule.
And unfortunately, he wasn't getting respected, by the ball. I don't know if I'm throwing him under the bus here. Mason told me that, if he felt the need, there was going to be punches thrown.
I would like to wrap this up with a game prediction from each of our co-hosts. Who do you think is going to pull that in the second half?
As someone with no stake in the game, I'm just feeling Grove is probably going to eventually pull through. I mean, Angelo hasn't been making a ton of his shots, but eventually he probably will start to pull through.
I do have, a bit outlandish of a prediction for the rest of this game. I think GM Matthew Mena returns from Florida, where we all know he is right now.
He's an otter, though.
Exactly. He's an O-Block Otter. I think O-Block storms the court, takes over the Pensacola Panthers. They just beat them to death.
Oh.
And then they return, play the rest of the game against Grove, but I still think Grove comes out on top.
I think with the absence of Nick Lenza, the Panthers are going to struggle.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing small ball. I mean, Jackie and Tia, not the tallest.
No
individuals.
balls in
No,
some
but I will
cases.
say
No
that
balls.
No balls.
it won't really hurt their rebounding, though, because Nick Kumbios is a pretty aggressive rebounder.
He is a very aggressive rebounder.
Well, I actually
Women
think,
can do
looking at the
fucking
second half of that game, they actually look pretty evenly matched. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some extra minutes in today's game, So it looks like the second half is just about to start. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you soon.
Hey, cutie pie.
Exhausted from his 2-point effort. Towel over his head like Jordan in the flu game.
Kick to Jackie.
Josh watching this ball. He doesn't watch the hips. He keeps his eyes on this basketball. Jackie and Tia are going to have to really step up.
Great shot.
Look
at the boards. Look at the hustles. Definitely got to make that one. Here we go.
Jackie
First of the
with
points
Nice, too.
of the year. And little man on the court. Going over the Nick. Says hi and says bye. Downhill drive. Over to Tia. Pump fake.
Tia making
Drive.
the jump.
Layup. It's good.
Solid 2 points by Tia.
That basket puts them up 4. Mason. Might go to that fadeaway here. Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Sky hook. Beautiful.
Such a soft touch by the big man. Give her a little bit of space. She's pulling this.
Over to T.
Good
Great
ball.
shot, but no good. Look at the hustle. That's going to get this team far. Nick out of the game with an injury, and we're still seeing great basketball here.
Great assist by Mason and take by
I think that ties it up or it puts them down by 2. Not sure.
He's got to put a few more shots in.
Screen. You talked about rolls. That's what he's doing.
No one wants
Beautiful
to play
screen.
three.
Beautiful shot. No good. Can't get it to go. Mason with the hustle play. Over to Angelo. Got to
No
make
one wants
that.
to play defense.
2 for
and
$1.
Angelo's gonna make
2
that.
for $1. Chemistry is starting to come into play now.
Look at the anger building up from Tia.
Love the passion here in the NMBA. Terrible shot. Oh, look at the fight.
MVP
Jump ball.
MVP.
Look at the aggressive. You can see the energy picking up here in game 1. Big shot. Big drive. Big pass.
Nick is wide open, but they decide not to go to him. They need this to fall.
Needed that one to fall. Very unfortunate that it can't drop. Shooter's got to keep shooting, though.
Great defense by Tia. I mean, she seems like Angela's kryptonite right now. He's doing good, but nothing Angela Pecora can put up.
And
Josh,
no.
Do you have any in-game commentary you'd like to add?
Big time shot from Tia.
Not calling anybody
Cuts
out.
the
We
lead
got
to
some
just
physical
one
players on the
here
court,
with
and,
7-something remaining in the game.
There's been some slapping, some hand gestures. We definitely got physical players, and it's not what this league stands for, to be honest with you.
No, I totally agree. How do you think about your
Great take
performance
here from
so far
Angelo
in this game has been?
upstairs.
I'm gonna be
They're
honest
down.
with you. I've been
Putting them back up by 3.
I don't want to curse, so I'm gonna say bad.
Angelo gassed. Tia with a good defense, but
Mason.
Tad Toller picks that up.
Fade, no good.
He talked about
Also plays. Here we go. We got Frank.
Mason talked about using the backboard, but
He might use it here. Gives it to Frank. Backboard. No good.
That's
Mason,
exactly
backboard.
what he worked
It's
on.
good, but no backboard.
good. No backboard.
Puts them up
Mason.
5. 4 minutes remaining, down 5. Jackie with a take.
Drive.
No.
Blocked by Mason.
Blocked.
Grabs her own rebound. Tia with the layup.
Cuts
He
it to
banks
3. Huge bucket there if they want to win this game. To tie.
Wide open 3.
That was good. And he ties it up.
Knocks it in. Jackie is such a scary 3-point
Game is
shooter.
going down to the wire here in the first opening days.
Puck is going down,
And here we go. Josh
Josh with the
finally gets one to fall. Puts them up 2.
Tries to get him jumping, but he has no basketball knowledge, so he's not going to jump. Minute 15 clocks down. Mason, how do you feel about your team?
Over to Tia.
We're all
Drive.
right.
To tie.
A little bit concerned about our conditioning.
Gets it to go.
And
Tie
activity.
game. Tie, all tied up here, down to the wire.
Thank you, Mason.
Over to Josh.
Feedback.
Josh
with
for
the
3. Angelo with a board.
At this point,
Steal by Tia.
wow, big steal by
Big time
Tia.
steal. No, another steal by
Another
Josh.
steal by Josh.
Over to Ange.
Angelo, if I'm Angelo, I'm taking control of this game.
Gets it to go.
Hits it too.
Up 2. Big time bucket.
40 seconds left.
40 seconds remain, down by 2.
Gotta make it
Will
smart.
she be clutch like she just was?
They need a
Drives.
smart shot. Smart
Over to Tia.
shot. Tia has been cold this whole game.
To go up 1.
3 by Jackie.
No good.
Misses it.
Cumbios with a board.
Rebound, Cumbios.
Watch your back.
Angelo running behind. 20 seconds
20
left.
seconds remain. To go up 1.
Oh.
What a pass. To tie. No good.
Misses
To
it.
tie.
Jackie
And it's tied
ties
up.
the game.
All tied with 13
Wow.
remain.
What a sequence. 13 seconds left.
13 seconds remain and we're all tied up. Comes down to the
Hopefully.
wire.
You got to think this is last shot.
This is beautiful game 1 here. Might go to overtime.
Man, this is what we come to watch.
This is what we come to play for, man.
Is it the best game you've ever watched? No. But that's what makes us special. We're the,
The
National Midget
NMBA.
Basketball Association.
And we're here. Final seconds of regulation.
10, 9,
Frank surveys.
8,
Gives it to Angelo.
7,
Screen. Might have been moving, but we play on.
Oh, Angelo's taking this shot.
3,
And a steal.
Steal by Tia.
For the win. No good.
Oh, we have
We are going
overtime. Baskets in.
And we're here.
pretty aggressive on and off the ball.
Overtime.
And yeah,
Drive by Angelo. Wild shot.
Boarded by
He's-
Cumbios.
He's going to be a man on the mission in this game.
Over to Cumbios.
He's
What the fuck was
wild
that?
bank by Nick Cumbios. You are not going to see another 3 like that fall.
Might be his first and his last of the season. 3:20 remains here in overtime.
3-point game.
To tie.
Angelo with 3 points.
It's good.
Knocks
There we
it in.
go.
Tie game.
His 3-point shot is so clean.
You know, this game is still coming down to the wire. Cumbios.
Yes, I'd say, Frank, I don't
Over
think
to
you
Tia.
are.
Pump fakes. Drives downhill.
With the victory.
Snakes it.
You're a
No,
te-
this is a close
Surveys.
game, man.
Cumbios.
Anybody can-
Another 3. No. Tia. A 3. No.
you're a team man.
Downhill.
I like that, Frank.
Yeah.
Pump fakes.
Some good coverage by
Takes
Mason.
a wild shot.
She's-
No get. Can't
Tia's
get it to
trying
fall.
to get things going, but she just
Angelo to
can't.
go up 3. Goes up 3. Wow. He has really
Yeah.
been clutch here in overtime.
into Jackie.
Cuts it to 1. No, can't cut it to 1.
I mean,
Cumbios.
Nick, wide open.
To tie. To tie.
To tie the game.
Can't do it again.
Just misses.
Cumbios does that little scream after every, like...
Angelo really looking to take over this game to go up 5, and he gets it to fall.
Goes up 5.
Call him Jalen Brunson.
Minute
as he wears a
15.
Greek.
No, Ange.
Minute 15, up 5, down 5, whatever you want to call it. You really wonder what this game would have been like if Nick never got hurt. Shoot it. Gotta shoot it. Gotta go fast.
I mean, what are they
Gotta
doing?
go fast.
15 seconds.
To cut it to 2. Can't get the fall.
Bricks it.
To cut it to 3. Can't get the fall.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
To cut it to 3.
5.
No good.
4, 3, 2.
And what a game.
1. And that is game. Man, what a way to end the
Never
first
can
NBA
devout
season of the game.
Angelo in the clutch.
The Grove Gorillas defeat the Pensacola Panthers 41-36 in Game 1 of the 2025 season. We will now head to the floor for post-game interviews with Jackie Lanza and Frank Falcone.
So, Jackie, season opener for the Panthers. How do you think it went?
I don't think we had our best game, but we were missing our number 1 pick, and our number 2 pick got hurt really fast, and I think we kept up with them. We went to overtime with them to the end, so I think if we have our own team, it's over.
Yeah, I will say you guys had some fight there. It's unfortunate to see Nicholas Lanza die on the court.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay for the next game.
What do you think you need to improve upon next game? Last question.
My shots were awful, I know that.
They definitely were.
Yeah.
It's first game, though.
Really bad. First game,
Everyone's
though.
rough.
Yeah, I think we were all, both teams, a little bit rusty, but towards the second half, low-scoring game, so hopefully our shots improve, and I think we're going to wipe the floor with everybody.
How do we feel about your hobbling teammate behind you?
Yeah, hopefully he's okay, because he's our big man, so that really sucks, because... Do you have any words?
They don't give a fuck about my ankle.
Okay.
All right, we're going to close this one out. Thank you, Jackie.
Right. Hi, Franklin.
How we doing?
How do you think the game went?
Honestly, it was pretty good. You know, I was able to get my first points of the season. Feels good because I haven't been able to do that in the past since like the last game of the season. I think we all did good as a team. You know, some shots weren't falling, but you know, it's game 1. We haven't played in a while, so I'm ready.
How do we feel about teammate Angelo Pecora referring to himself as Jalen Brunson?
I'm cold. But yeah, you know, I just feel like a little premature. It's a little premature to say that. But you know, I think he had a good game. You know, he came off an injury, multiple injuries. You know, he broke his leg, tore his hamstring. You know, he's a broken chest. So yeah, you know, I'm happy to see he's able to come back and be dominant like he was last season.
And what do you have to say to everybody who didn't show up to NMBA today?
Honestly, probably for the best. This was definitely a game of the ages. So yeah, I'm also really cold right now.
All right, thanks for talking with us, Frank.
Yeah, of course. Oh wait, no.